Coach Leonard Caesar here, running back coach in Monroe, Louisiana at Nelva High School. Former coach of A.J. Allen at Nebraska and Timothy Bird, currently at Hutchinson Community College. I've been a running back coach for 3 years at Nelva, been coaching 7 years, but I also have experience playing running back on the collegiate level myself, where I played at the University of Central Arkansas. What I'll be doing in these videos is presenting to you an in-depth look from a coach's perspective on runs of the season that we had by our running backs in 2022. Now, not all of these plays are home run hitters or big plays. Not all of them are touchdowns, but we'll be able to look at each run, hopefully as entertaining, but also break down a run from a standpoint of situations, vision, footwork, and also just the overall ball carrying skill of each individual. Hopefully you enjoy these videos, and I'll go game by game picking clips that caught my eyes that I feel like can be educational to running backs of the future and running backs currently. All right, so let's get into it. The first game is against Evangel, where it rained unexpectedly, and not only did it rain, it continued to rain. And to add on to it, they had a natural surface field where it was grass. So as you can see, it got really sloppy. All right, but I wanted to start off with this run. It wasn't a lot of runs that I could pick from this game, simply because it was just one of those games where you're picking up 3-4 yards and it's just sloppy and muddy. But I did want to point out 3 runs. The first run is from Jalen Nichols, who ended up being our starter, who had a really good season. He's a sophomore, and we're looking forward to him doing great things in the future for us. But what we have right here is a 12 personnel formation, tray left wing, where you have 2 wide receivers split out wide on both sides. But on the left side right here, we have a down tight end and a wing tight end. All right, and what we're running right here is an outside sweep play where the running back and the quarterback is side by side, not a pistol formation. And what we're trying to do in this sense on this play is that we'll be running up the middle, not having a lot of success, and that we saw that Evangel had started basically playing the majority of their defenders inside, trying to stop the runs inside. So the play call was called here where we can take advantage of the space that they was giving us outside. So as you can see, they actually helped us out with the way that they aligned their defense right here. All right, the last guy on the line of scrimmage for them is basically in a 5 technique. All right, meaning that he's outside shoulder of the tackle, our 5-star tackle, Lance Hurd. All right, and there was nobody lined up in a 7 technique, which is in the inside shoulder of the tight end, a 6 technique, which is head up with the tight end, or 9 technique, which is the outside shoulder of this down tight end right here. So we knew with us trying to run sweep on this play, we should be able to get the edge with ease. The only defender that's a true concern is the alley defender right here, but we do have the wing tight end that is responsible for blocking the guy in the alley. So what's going to happen here? We're all reaching to hook the defenders inside and hoping that we can get our running back to the edge. Now, the big thing with us when it comes to running the ball on sweep plays, especially when we're not in pistol, is that the running back receives the ball and he stays on a horizontal plane, all right, where he's not going into the line of scrimmage. So I'm going to play the play here, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, one thing that we knew was going to happen, that the mesh or the ball handling between the quarterback and the running back was going to be sloppy. I mean, we tried to get good balls in, dry balls, but it's a muddy game. But the good thing about this play is that they didn't panic, all right? We were able to get the handoff off, even though it wasn't the prettiest, and we were able to get the edge, all right? Nichols did a great job at staying flat. You see he didn't get to the line of scrimmage any, to where if the outside was secure based on the blocking that we had, he can get to the outside, which he did. Now, what you can do, you can see from the wide angle here is that we're trying to get into this space. All right, and again, this is the defender that bother us the most. But as long as our wing tight end right here secures that block and gives our running back a lane, which we should be fine, which we were. We get the ball here, he bows out, he uses speed to get to the outside. Now here's the coaching point here. And again, this is a sophomore running back, first time starting, big game, wasn't expecting it to be muddy. You have to understand the surface that you're playing on. Here he cuts back inside, where he's cutting back to the muddiest part of the field, where if he stays outside, even though he get a 23-yard gain right here, it's a first down. We get to continue to keep our offense on the field by moving the chains. If he stays outside, understanding that the surface is better towards the bottom of the numbers, he probably scores the ball here. And we talked about it. But that's nothing that you can, be mad about as a coach. You just try to point those things out to where if we get in a situation like this again, it was talked about. It was a good run right here. It was something that we needed to keep the chains moving. And Nichols did a really good job at executing that play, even though the handoff wasn't the best.
And do that, which is hard to do. 3rd down and 9. High snap again. They're going to get it to Jalen Nichols. He's got room. He's around the 40-yard line. He stops in the middle of the mud, and he's going to be brought down around the 32, 33-yard line. So this time, a little delayed on that. And as we watch it here on the Parker Alexander replay, you watch this run, and nice job blocking downfield by the Tigers. And Nichols instinctively ran back to the middle of the field to evade pressure, but ran into that mud pit. And but
slowed him down.
The biggest play for the Tigers thus far, it's another Sonic on North 18th Street first down.
All right. Next clip I have for you is a play where 2nd and 11. Nichols actually got hurt in this game where we had to bring in Breland Robinson, who is a kid who plays linebacker for us. He's our starting linebacker. But over the summer, he worked hard with me, hoping that he can get a chance to carry the ball because he wanted to be able to help on the offensive end, which he did in this game. And he spent countless of time over the summer in ladder drills, working his footwork, making sure that he was ready for his moment, not only at running back, but at linebacker. And so we put him in the game. We wanted somebody who was a hard-nosed runner. We believed that Breland had the ability to be a running back. And with Jalen being hurt, he had his opportunity to show his skills at running back. Here, we are basically in our jumbo package, what we consider our jumbo package, our heavy package. This is 14 personnel where you have 1 running back and you have 4 tight ends. All right. You have 2 down tight ends, and then you have 2 sniffers, or what we call these guys. They basically fullbacks, hybrids, tight ends. But in this formation, we actually pulled a couple of our defensive players just to add in bulk, bigger guys, stronger guys that can really help us run the ball in this situation right here. On this play, we are running somewhat of a gap scheme play without pulling any of the down linemen. All right, we're running power left, but instead of pulling a guard or pulling a tackle, where again the surface is bad, a tackle can shoot a gap, we use the sniffers as if they were, the puller and the kicker. So it's power left. What's going to happen is the lineman is going to block down, all right? Block down on the down lineman to the backside backer. Or if anybody shows on this path, he's blocking down, all right? The left sniffer is going to kick out anything that's outside, the tight end, outside shoulder. And then we have the right sniffer who's going to wrap and lead in the hole, looking for the play side linebacker or anybody that shows in this area first. The 2nd 11 on this play, Again, the score is 0-0, and we were looking to catch the lead because this was the first time that we was able to penetrate deep in their territory. So check it out. Do a good job here with the ball handling, the mesh as well. We were able to catch the snap clean, hand the ball off clean. And Breland did a really good job right here, allowing the blocks to develop. You see the kick right there by the left sniffer. You see the right sniffer going into the hole off the down blocks, leading to pick up the play side linebacker or anybody who came in the area that I talked about before. And Breland made a subtle cut right here. Everybody always looking at the big juke moves, but I'm a person that enjoys seeing running backs make subtle cuts, not running into the back of blockers, but reading off their blocks, making these kind of cuts, especially in this type of surface where the traction was easily lost. He did a good job right here, reading it, cutting, all right, making somebody miss in the hole, using his feet, his power, and his desire to want to get in the end zone to give us the lead and the first score of the season and the only score of this game. So it was a really good job by Breland taking advantage of the opportunity and really putting us ahead right there. It's a great play, and I was happy for him that he had that success. All right, he's a great kid, and he did a really good job there. The work that he put in over summer just basically showed. All right, here's a wide angle here. Again, you can see the blocks develop. It's a power play. You get a kick by the sniffer. You get a log by the right sniffer. You get down blocks by the lineman. Everybody do their job. And Breland makes a run that I know he'll remember.
Tigers going with a lot of tight ends. They're going to hand this ball off. Who is that? I can't see who's running it, but he is in for the score.
That was number 7. That was Fobbs White.
They put Fobbs White in the backfield, or who was running the football. Either way, we'll get it on the
3.
There was 3. That's Breland Robinson, who's the linebacker. We'll see it on the Parker Alexander replay as the Tigers strike first in a hard run. We were looking for a bruising type runner. The Tigers might have found one in Breland Robinson.
The last play here is 4th and 4. It's late in the game. I think it's less than 2 minutes left. And we're trying to pick up this first to basically ice the clock. It didn't make any sense to attempt a field goal right here. Again, because it was so sloppy, it didn't make sense to punt right here. So we decided to leave the offense out and leave it up to our guys to say, hey, we can pick up this first down, which we did. As you can see, we stayed in the jumbo package. We liked the success that we had in it, so we decided to use it. Again, we caught the same play that we scored on, all right? It's power left with no down lineman being pulled. We using the left sniffer again to kick out on anything outside of the tight end here, and we're using the right sniffer to wrap up to the play side linebacker. The running back again is Breland Robinson. He stayed in the game for us, and he again took advantage of the opportunity. 4th and 4. And again, a good snap. Good job by the quarterback and the running back to secure the mesh. Good handoff. And Breland does a really good job at trusting his blocking, understanding the situation. And that's where young running backs have the biggest problem, not understanding the situation. You have to know what down it is, what distance it is. You have to have a feeling of the game of how it's going and know how you need to run accordingly. A lot of young people, young running backs, they get to the point they want to bounce everything. They don't trust the lineman in their blocking, and they end up getting themselves in trouble. But right here, Breland knew it's 4th and 4. I think he had just called the timeout, so he was aware of the situation. He knew where we needed to get, and he made another really good run with another subtle cut. Cut right there. Sticks his foot in the muddy ground, get his shoulder square, uses his arm to fight off a defender, keeps his feet moving, and picks up a huge first down where we were able to ice the clock and win this game 8-0.
Every time. All right, 4th down and 4. Going to hand this off to Breland Robinson. He's going to have the first down as he gets the ball out to the 20-yard line. That first down brought to you by our good friends at the Sonic on North 18th Street.
That's a big first down right there.
That's going to do it.
Yeah, that's going to probably.
I mean, because I think Evangel's either out of timeouts or they only have one, and the clock's running with 1:40 to go. The Tigers are leading this one 8-0. Folks, don't forget.
Again, for the next couple of weeks, I will be presenting to you runs of the season, and I'll go game by game, picking out a few runs that I want to be able to get in the film room with and talk to you about, to where, again, you can be entertained but also educated on what I look for and the things that I like to talk to my players about to help them in their development as a runner. Thank you for watching. God bless.